So we got a new focus this week, which has been coming. I've mentioned this one before. There's another division of the business that has a lot of potential, the packaging side, and we're finally at a stage where we're comfortable with the momentum that we've got on the work that we've done on the sales and with the sales reps. There's still another level to go with that, but that's more back in line with strategic marketing and sales planning that we need to roll out at a management level, which is a bit further down the track. We're happy that we're seeing some nice measurable results from the sales initiatives that we've already implemented. So we're starting work on the packaging side of things. There is already a website for that, but the focus is we want to ultimately position Biz Gear as the leading provider of packaging within their local area. So that's the goal, and with that in mind, there's a series of things that we want to put in place around a specific marketing plan for that side of the business, and also some specific activities on the sales side of things for that. And so we're just starting to prepare for all of that side of things now, and the business owner is really keen to get into that, and that's really what I've been waiting for, is for him to feel comfortable that with the timing that we were ready for that. So we're at that point. It looks like we've found an embroidery person. So that job ad went to market. We only had one candidate that was any good, and that's the person that we're looking at trialing next week, which also leads into the processes around the embroidery side of things. It's a little bit haphazard. The business has had somebody in that position 3 days a week who really owns the embroidery process, knows the old machine very well, and has good skills with that machine. But we're actually looking at bringing in another machine, and potentially buying a brand new machine, because the current machine is ancient and really, like, it still has a floppy disk to program it, and parts of it have started to fail. So it's kind of on its last legs, and and we know we're going to need to look at getting a new machine. Business owners are already looking into that, and so that's in the pipeline as well. But there are a few processes that have been handled by other people in the team, because our legacy embroidery person is very set in her ways. She basically came with the original machine, and she's one of the only people who knows how to operate it, and kind of that's her baby, and it's her little niche, and that's really where she wants to be and all she wants to do. So part of bringing in someone new is also around bringing in new processes and obviously new equipment on the embroidery side of things, so we can grow that side of the business. So that should be starting to ramp up too over the next few weeks. Then on the sales rep side of things, back to the sales rep side of things, the meeting with rep number 2 in the discussion about needing to start increasing his client base and the revenue that he's bringing in. They didn't get it last week. They were flat out, and it's end of financial year, so they didn't get a chance to do that, and they had more staff away, so that discussion didn't happen, but it is planned to happen tomorrow. So hopefully they'll come out of that with some kind of an action plan that's going to see Rep 2 on a pathway to increasing the revenue that he is bringing into the business on a month-to-month basis. The other thing that we're doing with the reps, now that quite a few of the initial client audits were done, the bulk of them were done a couple of months ago, quite a few of those have then converted into sales of new products across quite a few of their clients. And so what we're now going to do next step is we're going to do a bit of a review with those clients and see that to make sure that the products that have been supplied to them, that they're happy with, and that the problems that they were supposed to be resolving by providing these new products have been done. So faster service, better pricing, and to see that that's added value. But we're going to have the reps actually go and sit down with the people who have been doing the purchasing and get case studies basically, and potentially we've actually already had a few testimonials and some feedback from those clients that they've been really happy with the decisions that they've made. So we're getting some additional wins from a marketing point of view, because we also want to build out those case studies and bring that back into the reps sales kits, because the case studies are going to give specific factual reports of actual cost savings, improvements in efficiencies that have resulted from these clients choosing to use Biz Gear to provide these products rather than their previous or alternative suppliers. So that's going to be win-win, and we're looking forward to seeing that. So that's going to be part of the focus for this next month for the sales reps as well. And that pretty much wraps up this week.